Hello and welcome to the Big Red's Coaches Show with our coach Shane Fairfield.
How you doing today? Thank you for having us again today.
Before we get into the show, there's something we must do. All right?
I stopped counting these things.
We have to wish Shane a birthday. All right? Because he doesn't celebrate stuff. Let me tell you right now. It's just another day in the life of Shane Fairfield. But we're going to let him know that it's a special day to us. And we want to thank him for being our football coach and a mentor to our kids. So we want to wish Shane Fairfield a happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Is this the part where you put it in my face, or I put it in the,
No.
put it in the host's face?
No, we don't do that.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Go Big Reds.
Okay. All righty. So, Coach, last week you had a game with a crosstown rival. Big build-up, talked about it all year, and a lot of anticipation, a lot of media attention. And what happened?
Our kids played the game of their life. This is the team that we thought they could be. You prepare, you work hard. That game's always seems to be circled for some reason more, just because it is the crosstown. A few miles separate the two teams. And then, of course, there's bragging rights, and I hear mayors are making bets, and superintendents and principals and all those kind of people. They get into it. So that's fun. But at the end of the day, we have to play a football game, and we have to execute and tackle. And all year long, we've been talking to this team. I thought our team played really, really well. They were hitting on all cylinders. We made a few mistakes. But as long as our motto is coachable and correctable, we always want to have CC moments.
Okay.
And if they're a CC moment, then we feel like we're going to be okay. If it's never an effort issue, then there's going to be a problem. But, the kids had a great game plan. They bought into it. Offensively, we've done the same thing week in and week out, just gotten better at it. And then defensively, we let our kids be more comfortable. In the past, you always try to get away from who you are a little bit because you know each other so well.
Right.
You have to maybe put a wrinkle in here and there. And sometimes, the kids will buy into that and understand, well, why are we changing, or why aren't we doing something that we always do? Can't we beat them being us? This year we just went ahead and played a defense that we've played in the past, and we just thought, let's just see how it plays out and let our kids play, fast. We always say, if you're thinking too much, your feet aren't moving.
Mm-hmm.
The kids knew their alignments, they knew their assignments, and then at the end, when the ball was snapped, I enjoyed watching our young men fly around the football and have a lot of fun doing it. So, at the end of the day, we win the game, and we're conference champions again, and we win the rivalries series again, and we're honored that the Marines and across the country picked this game to be a part of and give out some scholarship money to some of our players and their players. So, but just a great Friday night. We've enjoyed that. We celebrate it. We'll talk about it here a little bit, but the job's not done.
Absolutely. No. It was a historic night, though, right? Because the OK Black champions.
Yep.
It's over.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you also won 4 in a row,
Yep.
which was another historic milestone
Right.
for your football team. So there were a lot of things going on Friday that maybe the public didn't know.
Right. Yep.
But if it was any indication, if it was a motivator for your kids,
Right.
I'd have to say it worked.
Right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm using that Friday, and I'm using that next week, that there's no more OK Black,
No
and we're going to win our 4th in a row.
That's it. That's it, Coach. But, yeah, I think everybody that's a Big Red fan and enjoyed the display of not just good football, but sportsmanship, because we could see there were a couple chippy moments, right?
Yeah.
But our players had the composure and the professionalism to just stay into the game.
Yep.
And I think that made a difference in the outcome of the game eventually.
Right.
So, hats off. Like I said, it was a fantastic win. And I think everybody's healthy.
Everybody's healthy. We had one of our right tackle got stepped on, so he was limping. So sometimes when you automatically think of a guy limping, you think ankle. It was just he got stepped on, and if you get stepped on by a cleat, it's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron just cramped in the calf, the first play of the fourth quarter. He just got a cramp, so we, pulled him out, and Mari did a great job, and then everybody else is healthy. So, we'll knock on wood. We've been very fortunate, to play as many games as we've played and play, and to want to play as many as you can play. no matter how good the teams are, you always need to be a little lucky.
Oh, absolutely.
And that comes with being healthy.
Comes with being healthy.
At this point of the season. And our trainers do a great job. I think our kids buy into the weight room and understand how important that is. And it's not only just, makes you stronger and faster, but it helps injury prevention and or injury recovery.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you can't always prevent all the injuries, but sometimes when you're at your peak shape and take care of yourself, like we tell them and emphasize, when they do become injured, they get back quicker because of the way they take care of themselves.
Excellent, excellent. One of the stats in that game that just really blew my mind was the total yards. Okay, I think we came out with 468 total yards, and they had 47.
Correct.
I don't know if that has ever happened in a game that you played
against them.
Against them.
Against them. Yeah, I think we've I think a couple weeks this year. I think we had a game where we gave up 2 yards or 5 yards of offense, 7 yards of offense early in the year. But for them to get three, I just found this out last night because you're just in the moment. But they never crossed the 50-yard line.
No, they didn't.
We gave them the ball. We went forward on fourth down on our 45, up 19. We went for it, but that was the only time that they were on our side of the field. And as you through the game, you're not keeping track of those times. How many times they crossing the 50? How many times they crossing the 20? If I'm keeping those stats, I'm in trouble.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you break it all down and find out that every time they started a drive on their side of the 50, they never crossed into our territory. So that was says a lot about our guys, our young men, and the defense. And and I think because we're not looking for those things, those things happen.
Yeah.
It's when you're counting stats, when you're counting numbers, when you're trying to do those things, is when
During
things get away from you.
During
Our kids were just having fun, flying around, playing defense, and when they said set hit, we saw ball, got ball. And that's kind of a mentality: see ball, get ball, and that's the way they've been playing. And and you asked me 2 weeks ago who I was most impressed with.
Right.
And I told you it was 6-3, and 6-3 again. Didn't let anyone down. They were all over. So that's a great defense all the way around.
It was.
But when you have two safeties that can get over the top of a pass, but then yet get to the line of scrimmage at the snap of a ball, it makes things easy for us, and it makes the defensive coaches look really, really good.
It did. You looked awesome. I mean, you look so good.
This is the same face, too, so it's
Sunday,
nothing I did.
Maybe we need to have you coaching on Sunday somewhere or Saturday.
Yeah,
There's some places we can go Saturdays.
I got 2 more years. I got 2 more years with these guys, so I can't go anywhere yet until they leave. So
no, you got a long time before you can retire anyway. So when those guys, they'll probably have kids when you retire. Because they'll probably be playing for you then. All right.
If I could coach their kids, I'll stay.
Okay, that's the way we're going to do there. So game number 9, right?
Yes, sir.
We've already qualified for the playoffs. You're playing a team that is desperate for a win.
Yep.
And we don't want to turn into a trap game, right?
Correct. Yep. And that's today's message in practice was don't let Friday night define your career. Don't let this be the best game you played, and let a team that you should beat, could catch you. And they're dangerous. We thought that way. We thought that way last week, or 2 weeks ago when we played Jenison. We knew Jenison's playoff started that week, so our kids are very well aware of what's at stake, and that if they want to get into a slugfest with somebody, take this team lightly. They don't want to sit around on Sunday and hope to get in at 5-4. All the critics or all the speculators are saying that they're going to get in at 5-4. I don't think they want to wait then.
Too many things can happen.
Their seniors want to beat this senior class,
Absolutely.
And they want to be 6-3, and they want to knock the giant off the hill. And our kids have to understand that could happen. That's why the games are played. If we were that much better than them, then everybody would say, let's not waste the popcorn, let's not waste the hot dogs, let's not pay workers.
Right.
Let's just let Muskegon win, and then we'll just sit and see if we get in the playoffs. No, that's why games are played every Friday night. And that's why our kids are aware of the Illinois and Wisconsin game. The 2 years ago, it was the Purdue versus Ohio State game.
Okay.
So we educate our young men and make them very aware of how serious and how this game could change on you like that. So I don't see that there's going to be a letdown or an issue. And I think the crazy thing is that this team can still get even better.
That's scary.
That's
That is scary.
That's the truth, though. It's the truth. You know, I'm very.
For the other guy on the other side of the ball, it's like, I hope not.
Yeah, we're challenging them that. We're
Well,
challenging
great.
them to be better than they were Friday night.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you can't look ahead. You got to live in the moment, get prepared, because you're moving into the second season, and you definitely want momentum going into the second season. You don't want any kind of blemish, if you will, that will maybe tarnish that effort.
Yep, it's to win 6, be undefeated, win the conference, and then the first 1 to 5 is our mentality.
That's it.
First 1 to 5. After Friday night, we finished 9-0. It's going to be a battle. Nothing's given to us. We understand that. But after that, then it's the first to 5. It's a district, pre-district, a trophy game, the right to play for the trophy, and that's the way we move forward and handle our business.
Yeah, you have to play those games outside to be able to play
the one inside.
Yep. Right?
Yeah. I told them
that
today, though,
changed.
that weather today out there was no joke, and they had me laying down in the middle of the field taking a break in the wet water. I was so mad at them, but yeah.
Not going to get any better. Okay, it's only going to get worse.
No, they thought today was
Michigan.
cold. Yeah, we're in trouble.
Yep, we're in Michigan. So
it was so cold today, I saw a penguin run by.
Oh, wow. With a scarf on, right?
yeah. With some Adidas gloves.
Yeah, so playoffs. After Friday, some games are played Saturday.
Yep.
Selection Sunday, right?
Yep.
Big day. We want to celebrate that. We want to, have a good time and find out where we're going.
Yep.
I know we've talked about it before. When I look at Snooze to You, nothing has changed. And that bracket does not look like where we're going to wind up at.
Well, no, I think, it's always up to the state.
Yes.
And what's easier for them, and you do want to make some travel. This is what's going to be different about this year than next year. This year we still have the selection show. We're still kind of trying to figure out who's going to be in our district. Next year's new playoff system, we're already going to know going into game 1 of our season who our district will be.
Wow.
So we'll know in district, this is who we're going to play in districts, this is who we're going to play in regionals, those kind of things. So that kind of waiting game won't be as crazy as what the anxiety you get from sitting around going, are we going north? Are we going to play EGR? Are we going to get down with the Zeeland East, the Zeeland West? Are we going to play north? And in past history, the team people are keeping out right now is Marquette. Marquette gets in at 5-4. If they win Friday night, they'll be 5-4. Then the most northern teams will be us, Cedar Springs, Mount Pleasant, and Marquette. Okay. And that would be our pre-district and our district final. And then we would then play a regional final versus St. John's. I'm thinking St. John's, East Grand Rapids, Zeeland East, or Zeeland West. Marquette doesn't get in, then we're probably looking at EGR week 1 or Northview. If Northview bumps down to 3, then it could be Northview, then EGR again for the district championship game. Either way, we're going to be in one of those 2 games playing for it.
This actually was my next question. You're reading my notes. But, yeah, I wanted to talk about that new format next year and let our audience know a little bit more about what the difference will be from the points, how you accumulate points versus this year.
It's never going to affect us because we have no choice but to play the tougher teams. You know, I've said this a couple of times before. We have a hard time finding games. We always have to play the Stevensons and Orchard Lakes, Detroit Catholics, whoever.
Lincolnshire, Illinois.
Lincolnshire. We'll play anyone week 1 and 2. Same thing's going to happen now with the realignment. We're going to need to find 2 games. We have our schedule already set for next year, who we open up with, who we play last, and all those kind of things. But with the new playoff system, now if you play a team that's a Class A school, you get 80 points if you win. If you lose, you don't get anything.
Okay.
And then if you get a team that beats a team and then you get playoff, you get bonus points.
Okay.
Next year, if you lose to a team that has 80 points and they win, you get those points anyway. So now it comes down to like strength of schedule.
Right.
So now you're going to have teams that will go 7-2, 8-1, might not get in or be where they need to be because it won't get in because a team that's 5-4 who's played all Class A schools and has those 4 losses, but they get more points because they played a tougher schedule. That's kind of getting away from where everybody right now wants to just kind of play 6 easy teams, get their 6 wins so they can be playoff qualifiers, and then just say, I've made the playoffs 10 years of my career, and that might work for some, but that's not the way I'm built. That's not the program that I'm a part of, and that's not the program or where I want this program to be. So some will take it how they want to take it. But we're in this to put the best games and memories together that we can. I don't want our kids to look at, well, I made the playoffs and then didn't know anything about the first 9 games.
Okay.
They won 7 games by 60. You know what I mean? And there's no, remember that dog fight? Remember we lost to this team, but man, we lost by 3. It was down to the wire, and they're the number 1 team in Chicago. I mean, those are great memeries.
Right, absolutely.
Those what every Friday night should feel that way almost. And that's what kind of the Red brought to us back in the day. The 08, 09, 10, when we were in the OK Red, it was that dog fight every week.
Yep.
Where you had a story to tell. You had memories being made in those dogfights. Think back in the 70s, there's gentlemen here that remember the 60s and 70s and 80s with the LMAC when you're playing Traverse City. I mean, the Traverse Cities, the Saginaw's. I mean, the
Catholic Centrals,
Muskegon Catholic. I mean, those are just
folks,
I mean,
man.
you cannot go anywhere today and hear people talk about a regular season game like you hear from the back in the days.
No.
The back in the days, it was, man, we had this game, then we had that game, then we traveled to Traverse City. I want our kids to experience that every time. I don't want them just to say, well, we made the playoffs, and they don't have any other memories from game 1 through 9 where there should have been some big, 50 people in your stands. I want 10,000, 5,000, 6,000 fans every Friday night if we can.
Absolutely.
I love the tailgating. I love to see the line going down the road. I mean, T.O., I think before the game, in our team room watching film, T.O. had somebody that was live over at Mona in the ticket line, and it was like, Coach, man, look at this line. And it went all the way back, you know what I mean? And that's when you're a high school young man, you're 16, 17 years old, and you're on a bus and you travel and you see cars already filled up and you see people waiting outside, and then you just smell the tailgating. Man, this is because of me. They get to walk. We sold that place out.
Yes.
All those people were there to pay $5 a ticket to see me, to see us.
Yeah.
And not to give those to your kids just to get to get wins.
This is like 5 o'clock.
I could babble all day long about that topic, but we'll play anyone, anywhere. And it's a shame that we have to travel so far to do that when we have so many teams that are our size or bigger that are closer. So just hopefully with this new playoff system, EK did call us, and we're trying to figure out a deal with them right now to play them next year, week 1. But we still need a week 2. I was looking today. There's Saline and Granville and some schools like that in the area. Well, Saline's on the east side, but I would like to play them. And there's some teams that are need game 1s and 2s right now that I'm already starting to reach out to. So hopefully for this new playoff system where you get points for losing a game, people will be like, hey, I'm going to go play the best team. So that way there's never a doubt in these kids' mind, our young men's mind and coaches, that we get in the playoffs, we belong there.
Okay.
And we have a shot to make a run. I would not want to have that feeling in my stomach and look my players in the eyes and run into a buzzsaw 10 and 11 and go, well, I didn't do any. That's like the old Mickey and Rocky.
Okay.
Mickey carried him. Rocky always felt that Mickey carried him and made him a paper champ. You know what I mean? When we don't want to be paper champs.
No.
So get me off this topic.
Lions.
I'll keep going.
Paper lions. No. But to your point, I was surfing today looking at some of the competition, and there was a team that had lost 1 game and had 70 points.
Right. Yep.
That tells me right there that the teams that they played were not very good.
Correct. Yeah, you can go right down the list and find out strength of schedule and find out how many of those 7 wins, how many teams did they beat with a winning record.
Absolutely.
And I know we beat De La Salle, winning record. We beat King with a winning record. We beat Mona with a winning record. EGR with a winning record. Puffer is 5-3, so
they still wind up winning.
Still going to be a winning record. They can still beat us. Jennison's the only team really that has only they've lost to every team that's going to be their conference champions. I mean they lost to, I don't think a team that they've lost to. Well, Mona Shores now has 2 losses. Other than that, every team that Jennison lost to has 1 loss or less. So they're sitting at 3 and 5. So, but
was it the best team in the state at 3 and 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Definitely, but yeah, it's you got that point system thing is, and that's the only thing that's going to hurt them. They'll get in the playoffs. The only thing that's going to hurt them now is instead of hosting a playoff game.
Right.
If you had 7 wins versus 7 quality opponents, then you're probably playing home playoff games.
On the road.
But some guys are okay with just getting in and getting on the road and playing playoffs. So we want to make sure that once we get in, our young men have been tested and they have a confidence, and as they would say, swag about them.
All right, Coach, one more before you go.
All right.
What did you do for your birthday? What did you do to celebrate a milestone in your life?
Milestone.
Yeah, I won't tell your age because I know.
I forgot it.
But
I forgot my birthday. The greatest thing I did on my birthday was forgot I had a birthday. Actually, I spent it with my players. I spent it my whole career. This is almost my 30th year of coaching football. So every year for 30 years, I've spent it with a group of young men coaching football. So last night was my birthday.
Right.
So we had the kids sang me birthday. They helped one of our coaches get me this little thing that looked like me. Was a lot skinnier than I was, so I was a little upset. But it's a nice little plaster-made guy with a headset and the Muskegon gear, and it's got Coach Fairfield, a little goatee and stuff. His hair was longer than mine, but
that's awesome.
It was
guys.
cool. That was cool.
That's
and then we had practice. I was at work all day. They all came in the room and gave me hugs and told me they loved me and happy birthday. And then we went to practice, and then I got home from practice, and then I had 4 coaches come over, and then we met till 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, watching film, going over our defensive plan for today's practice, and we watched film. So I spent the day with our players, practiced with players, my daughters afterwards. I had lunch with my daughter during the day.
Oh, good.
And then my youngest was at home when I got home and gave me a card and a gift. And then she went to her volleyball stuff. And then I sat with coaches all night watching film. So that's the way I spent my birthday.
It's the life of Shane Fairfield, audience. Really exciting. But no, Coach, that's what you're devoted to. That's your passion. And I wouldn't really expect anything else. You know, he's not a party animal. So that's what he does, and he enjoys it. And,
Thank you.
You're doing an awesome job.
I'm blessed.
And,
I'm blessed.
We are blessed.
I get better every day.
We're blessed to have you
right,
in our Big Red family.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here, and we're going to keep this thing rolling. And
yes, sir.
Let's turn this thing over to some of these guys, because these guys are here not to see me or talk to me. They want to see our
Big Reds.
Talk to our Big Reds. Definitely.
All right,
so, thank you, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a great one. Go
Big
Reds.
Reds. Hello. Welcome back to the Big Reds Coaches Show. I have with me is Tommy Watts, number 10. Okay. If you watched the game from the other night, Tommy was also on that show on the post game, right?
Yes, sir.
Touchdown Tommy, that's the book. That's the name of the book?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure I got it right. So, what position do you play, Tommy?
I play running back.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just running back. No defensive back, no kickoff?
I tried to play defense. It was too hard.
It was too hard?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah, defense requires a little bit more work. But, offense is not that easy, Tommy. When you got people looking to come take your head off.
But in offense, you just got to run.
Okay.
You know who you're hitting, but on defense, you don't know who's hitting you.
Okay. So, how many years you been playing football?
All my life.
All your life?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Like you started like mini mites when you're 4 or 5 years old?
Yeah, I started with them.
You guys all been playing right along?
Uh-huh.
And did you ever think about quitting?
Uh-uh.
Never dawned, never crossed your mind?
Nope.
Okay. I think there was a little bit of peer pressure if you had of, right? Those guys would have been knocking on your door saying, hey, what's up, Tommy? It's time to go to practice, man.
Yeah, it would have came and got me.
Yep. So we know last week was a marquee game, all right, for the folks that live in Muskegon. We play the Kings, De La Salles. But when you get into a crosstown rivalry, there's a little bit more excitement, a little bit more energy. And taking that into account, what was practice like last week? Was it different than the week before?
Well, no, we going to every single practice the same because we prepare for every single team the same. So it was a real intense week of practice. So it was the same as any other week. We just went out there and took care of what we had to take care of.
Okay, then that's pretty much what Coach is saying, is that we prepare every week the same way for everybody, regardless of their record, because we could get caught in a trap game, right?
Yeah.
You know what a trap game is, right?
Nope.
Trap game is that we had this big game and we won it, and we look at our next opponent and say, well, they're probably not as good as that team we just played, so we can take it easy. We can kick back and not work as hard in practice
Well, no, I don't think
because
the team
that team's
like
not that good. So that's a
Yeah,
trap
our team
game.
don't think like that.
All right.
We go to practice. Practice the same every day.
Yeah. So, but trust me, it's happened. I think last week when Illinois beat Wisconsin, that was like a trap game. Okay, they had no idea that Illinois was going to come prepared to beat them. You know, they were undefeated. Wisconsin was.
Oh, yeah.
In the Big Ten, had really beat up on a lot of people, and Illinois really hadn't done that well during the season. So again, that just goes to tell you that you got to be ready for everybody.
Yeah.
So especially when you're the Big Reds, okay, because that can make their season. For some people, for some teams, that will define their season because we beat the Big Reds.
That's their championship game.
That's their championship. That's right, Tommy. Yep. So what was it like last week when you guys got over the shores and seeing the big crowd and the energy? Was you had any butterflies? You had butterflies?
Nah, to be honest, personally, I was locked in from the time we got off the bus to the time I got to school. I walked in the first hour and saw Julius in there and told him it's game day. Like I was locked in since I woke up that morning. So when we got there, I looked around and I didn't expect it to be that many people. So
it was a pretty big
I
crowd.
looked around, but I was just locked in, ready to go out there and play.
Looking at your opponent. You know any guys on that other side? You're friends with?
Trey Hatcher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my cousin. So,
oh, really?
Uh-huh.
So wait a minute. So that means that Taylor's your cousin, right? Mike Taylor interviewed you the other night. He's your cousin along with
Cameron.
Cameron. So all you guys are cousins.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going to the moon together.
Okay.
He said we was gonna go to the moon together.
Yeah, so if Cameron go to the moon, you guys are going together.
Going with him.
All right then. So but in the heat of competition, that's your cousin. After the game, it was probably like, hey man, good game.
Yeah.
But we had to do what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you should have probably came with me to Muskegon. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that had to have some mixed feelings to play against your cousin. No?
Nah.
Didn't matter?
But I played, I was at Heights, like mini mites and like through all of that time. So I've been playing people that I know my whole life. So it was just like, it's natural. Just go out there and play against somebody that you know.
Yeah, in this town anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muskegon is not a very large town.
Yeah, so you related to a lot of people and know a lot of people. So eventually you're going to play somebody that you know.
Okay. Well, you guys played well. Question about grass, artificial turf. All right. You've played on both, right?
Yeah.
What's your preference?
Turf.
You would rather play on turf?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I grip better on turf. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm faster on turf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that means we got to get turf here in Muskegon?
Yeah.
We like to see that?
It's too late now for me. I won't be able to play on it.
You come back next year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But, you'll probably play maybe 1-2 games on grass and dictated how the playoffs turn out. But quite naturally, at somewhere we will hit turf. Mm-hmm. And that's what you prefer.
Yeah.
Like turf. Okay. Favorite class? What's your favorite class, Tommy? Gym. Okay.
We get to go play basketball on Fridays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's your gym teacher?
Pool.
Oh, man, no wonder. I've heard this story before about Pool. Yeah. Who's your favorite teacher? Pool? Okay, good. What do you plan to do after school? What are your goals, Tommy?
After school, I want to go to the military and go to the Army. Probably just go to the Army. If not, go to the Army Reserve, depending on if I go to college to play football or to run track or something. I would do the Army Reserve, go to the Army regardless of what I decide to do. So
okay,
do that and get an education.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, you get to play football. That's great in college. But I know a lot of colleges still do have an ROTC program, and there's talk about us getting that revitalized here in Muskegon because I think it's a really important program for our young men and women to be involved as ROTC. Okay, good. What is your favorite college football team?
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Okay, you like the Spartans?
Yeah, my whole room was Spartans.
Okay.
But I had to change it, though.
Why?
I got tired of looking at it. I just wanted something different.
If they offered you a scholarship, would you take it?
Yeah.
You go in a heartbeat?
I go as soon as they offered it.
Okay. What about walk-on? Would you walk
Yeah.
on? You really would? If
I
they
would-
gave you a preferred walk on, you take it?
Is anywhere I can get to Michigan State, I would go.
Okay. All right. What about pro? Who's your favorite pro team?
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like about the Steelers, man?
Well, he ain't there no more, but growing up, I like Troy Polamalu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
With the
that's
hair.
that's
Yeah.
why I say he used to jump over the line and go get the tackle. I don't know. I just think that was so. I don't know.
Yeah, he was, what should I say? He kind of played with a screw loose. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
uh-huh.
He
All
didn't
over
play
the field.
like he was all
He
there.
played like our safeties.
Okay.
He played like our safeties.
You're
everywhere.
right. Good comparison. All right. A few more questions. Dream car. If you could buy any car you wanted, what would it be? Dream car.
A Lambo.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Any particular color?
Black.
Black.
Call it the
Okay.
Batmobile.
Oh, the Batmobile. Okay. Oh, that's funny. The Batmobile. Okay. Favorite food? What do you like?
Tacos.
You're a taco guy. It's Taco Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You can go somewhere today and get tacos all day long for
Mhm.
$1, man. Who's on our team that's the comedian? Who's the team cut up? Who is that?
Me.
You? I kind of figured that, Tommy. I just want to hear you say it. Who's that person that motivates you, Tommy? Who's influences you and keep you grounded and focused? Who is that person?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to say Cam.
Cam
Probably
Martinez?
Cam. Yeah.
That's a good answer, man. That's great because we know what support group he has,
Yeah.
and that same support group actually has some influence on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very good. We know it was Coach's birthday. If you could give him anything that you wanted for his birthday, what would it be, Coach Fairfield? What would it be for his birthday?
A dome.
A
Like
dome?
over a stadium. Like give Muskegon a whole stadium. Just put a big dome right there, like an NFL stadium.
That's what you'd give Coach for his birthday?
Yeah, I think he'll like that.
And we call it what? The Shane Dome?
Yep.
Okay. That's good. Well, hopefully we can get that for him one day. Get him a Shane Dome. All right, last question for you, Tommy. One word. Describe our coach, Shane Fairfield.
Dedicated.
Dedicated. Absolutely great. Great answer.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep. Before we finish, is there anything you want to tell our audience before we move to the next player, Tommy?
Nope.
Nope. You good?
Yeah.
All right. You're a great interview, Tommy. Tommy
you.
Watts, number 10. Thank you. Go Big Reds. Hello and welcome back to the Big Reds Coaches Show. I have with me now Tyrese Oaks, number 6. And as they say, number 1 in your heart. Welcome, Tyree.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to ask him what position he plays, but anybody that watches Big Red football knows. What position you play, Tyree?
Free safety.
Free safety.
Yes, sir.
How do you like playing free safety?
It's a hard task, but
Somebody
I like
got to
hard
do it.
tasks, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
somebody
sir.
got to do it, man. Yeah, how long you been playing, Tyree?
I ain't even played mini mites. I started my first year at Dynamites and been playing ever since.
Okay. All right. Where would you play at? Hikes downtown?
I played Tri-City.
Oh, Tri-City.
Yes, sir. Then
Okay.
Reese Puffer. Then I came back.
Yeah, it was when I was in mini mite coaching, what have you. The Tri-Cities was one of our opponents, just like Grand Haven.
Yeah.
Grand Haven, Spring Lake area. Okay. So, we know we had a big game Friday night, and I think you played exceptionally well on a big stage. You had
Thank you.
you have a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
I thought you had one. So, what was practice like last week leading up to the Mona game?
Man, a lot of energy.
A lot of energy?
It was a lot of energy. But we kept it basic, same from week 1. We all know everybody get dressed down there at 3:45. Got to make sure we got the speaker out there. Before we start practice, got to have the speaker.
Okay.
Be
Is that-
motivated.
so-
Special teams. Then stretch and flex, just like every other week. Started from week 1. Kept it
Okay.
the same. But there was a
okay.
lot of energy last
So
week.
that routine and like coach was saying, you don't get too high or too low. You want to have that energy going into it. But I tell you, me personally, I felt like you guys would win that football game by 3-4 touchdowns. But I honestly didn't believe that it would be to that degree.
I didn't think it was gonna be like that either.
Great game, man. So what was you feeling? You know, like you're on the field, got this big crowd. I know your mom; she don't miss a game, so she's there watching this game. What was how did Tyree feel during this game? You butterflies? Were you
Man,
nervous?
I actually didn't even have no butterflies.
Okay.
We got there around 5 o'clock, ready. 6 o'clock, everybody, the whole team was on the field. We went back out, and the band was still out there. I'm like, I don't think the band gonna ever leave. And
Yeah.
they ain't never come out the locker room. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I think we went overtime. I think we ain't started till like 7:20. I thought we was gonna start right at 7 o'clock. I was ready.
No, I was told that we wouldn't start before 7. They had all the festivities that was going on.
They had a lot going on.
Yeah, and then unfortunately we did have a guy to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
That from the latest news reports, he's okay. He turned out okay, so that's
We
good.
prayed for him.
Yeah, we don't want anything bad to happen to anyone, man. So, yep, great game, great crowd, and especially on our side. I don't know how it was on the other side,
Yeah.
but I know our side was having fun, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yep. So, artificial turf grass, it's always been a big debate here in Muskegon anyway about what do you prefer?
I gotta go with grass.
You like grass, man?
I like grass.
It's a difference, the smell of the grass, the
Yeah.
grass stains.
I like grass. I gotta go with grass.
You're going to go with grass? Okay. Well, you only get a couple more shots at grass around here, right? And we're moving on to turf. What's your favorite class, Tyree?
Favorite
like?
class. I gotta go with my English class. Miss
English?
Carter.
Miss Carter?
Yeah.
Okay. And,
I like it. She explained. I
Okay.
like being explained to. Like she give us a topic, she gonna explain it before she just give it to us.
Right. Just don't
She
tell me to
explained
do
it
it.
well.
Explain the why. Why I need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's good. And I assume she's probably your favorite teacher, too, right?
Nah, I ain't got no favorite teacher. I ain't gonna say no favorite teacher.
Favorite teacher? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're a junior.
Yes, sir.
You got another year at Muskegon,
Another one.
which is going to be an awesome all-state year
Yeah.
for you as a senior, if not this year.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about what life after Muskegon? What does that look like?
Life after Muskegon, I thought about being a sports trainer.
Okay.
I ain't really thought about no college, but a sports trainer.
Well, I think college is in your future. You know that? Especially knowing who
Yeah.
your mom is, too.
Yeah.
I got
Yes,
a feeling
sir.
it's going to be some college in your future. And sports training is fine, but I really think that another 4 years, 5 years of you playing college football will do you well. I think
Sir.
you'd be up for the challenge. So, favorite pro football teams? Well, no, college. Who's your favorite college team?
I ain't really been up on college this year. but
Really?
I go with Ohio State.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good choice, man. Because Ohio State looks real good.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Quarterback. He been leading.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm watching those guys. I'm thinking about Cameron, right? It's like, this dude fit right in. They all look like they're cloned. You know? So, what about pro? Who's your pro team?
I ain't really been watching pro. I don't
No
got
Lions,
pro.
man? You don't watch the Lions, man?
I ain't watched pro
Yeah,
yet.
okay, you're not missing much, all right? They having a tough time, man. They dropped 3 in a row. So, okay, dream car. What you want for that dream car, Tyree?
Corvette.
You like the Corvette?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a nice ride, man. What color?
Yellow.
Like the yellow, like the Bumblebee
Yellow.
in the
Tinted out.
what was that movie? Transformers. Yeah, the Bumblebee, that yellow
Bumblebee.
vet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. What do you like the food? What do you like favorite food?
Rotel.
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 What's that, man?
Like taco
Oh,
dip
Oh,
with some
okay.
meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
It's
news to
good.
me. I didn't know, man. Thanks for hooking me up, bro. So, I asked Tommy earlier about the team comedian, and he thought he would probably fit that mold. What do you think, Tyree? Is Tommy?
We got a lot of team comedians. But
Okay.
Tommy the top though.
Oh, he the top
Tommy the
dog?
top.
He's the cut up?
He the top. If we ain't had Tommy at practice, probably would.
It'll be no
man.
fun.
Especially him on offense, so he gonna be on scout. Then us with defense, we gonna give him a hit.
All
But
right.
once we start hitting him, he think he gotta throw a couple jokes in. It's just be funny.
Keep it light. You don't want nobody to get too excited here, guys. Come
Yeah.
on now. Don't be hitting me like that. All right. I actually know the answer to this question because I listened to your interview the other day, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Who is a person that keeps you motivated or influenced you in life?
Yeah, my father.
Yeah.
Then my mama too, my
Oh,
mother. Yeah. See, watch her push every day.
Oh, man, yeah.
Cause I know me and my little brother, it's just us here right now. Me and my little brother, all my other siblings out of town. They moved out of town, but she keeping me and my little brother up.
Yeah. Well, she's a great woman. Your dad was a great man.
Yes, sir.
And those people really were family-oriented. They cared about their children, and they wanted all of them to be successful. So I think that you are definitely walking the walk that they want you to go. So just keep it up, keep focused, and good things will happen. All right?
Thank you.
Coach Fairfield's birthday. What would you give him if you had a choice of anything in the world? What would you give Coach?
I'm going to give Coach a day off.
Coach a day off.
I'm going to give him a day off.
Oh, my God. Now, Tyree, if we give him a day off, we got to give him something to do. Like send him to Disney World, maybe.
I'm going to give Coach a day off. I got to. I got to give him a day off. Coach been every day with us.
You grinding, man?
Every day. Every day. I don't think he missed a day.
That's his joy. It's his passion. But you're right. We ought to send him to Disney World, man. Let him go hang out with Mickey. Find out,
Send
Mickey,
him somewhere
Goofy.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, let him go have some fun. Okay? One word. Describe him for us. Describe us, Coach Fairfield, in your opinion.
I got to use the same one as Tommy. Dedicated.
Dedicated.
He dedicated. He ain't never let the team down.
No?
He ain't never let us down.
Mm-mm.
He ain't never lied to us either.
Oh, I honestly believe that.
He ain't never lied to us.
He's that kind of guy. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
There's nothing that hidden. He's open book. His heart is open. And I truly believe that this is his calling in life, okay? He's not doing this to get somewhere else. If he never gets another job, I believe the man will be totally satisfied doing what he's doing right now.
That's what he love.
Until
Take
he's
pride
80,
in it.
Until he, he'd probably be coaching in a wheelchair, man. We had to get him. He's 90 years old, motorized wheelchair.
He lost his voice. He'll still be coaching.
Right. He'll be writing it down.
Still going to be coaching.
All right, Tyree, what do you got for our audience before I let you go? You got anything you want to tell our audience about you?
Just keep with us.
All right.
We gonna
keep supporting our Big Reds.
We're going to show the city.
All right. That's what I want to hear. All right. Number 6, Tyrese Oaks. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Good job. Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show. I have Julius Sims, number 3.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Julius.
Thanks for
coming. And what position do you play, Julius?
I play safety. I play the weak side safety.
Weak side safety.
Yes.
So that means
we call it the warrior.
The warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes you could be out there by yourself. Is that kind of like you get no help over top? Safety don't help you. By yourself. Okay. The warrior. I like that name. That's a good name, man. How many years you been playing, Julius?
I started with flag football. My pops had me playing flag football at like 3, 4.
Your pop had you playing football, man?
Yeah.
That's all right. Did you enjoy that 3, though? 3,
Yeah.
4 years old?
It was fun.
It was fun? Okay, then. At no point in time you thought about switching up, going to do something else other than football?
Nah, when on my way into high school, I wasn't gonna play football anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What Pop say about that?
He ain't like it because I was just gonna be a basketball guy. He ain't like it.
Okay.
So then I probably went the whole summer without working out into going to my 9th grade year, and I seen Tyrese and them at the red and white scrimmage. Then after that, I got back into football.
Okay. You watching your fellas? Yeah. And you said, wait, man, they having all the fun. Wait, I got to get back into the flow.
Yeah.
Right. Did it take you long to catch up?
No.
Get back in shape? Stick with those guys?
No, I had to run for like 3 days straight, and then flip tires. It was easy though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Like we talked earlier about the marquee game, crosstown rival. What was your practice like for last week?
Practice last week, it was the same as every week, but
Okay.
we was more live.
Okay.
We knew
Had a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah, we knew what time it was.
Okay. Yeah, a little more of an edge.
Yeah.
You ever heard of what the record is with Shores? We've played them 39 times, right? We started playing them in 1965.
Right.
When were you born?
2002.
Oh, wow. It's a long – we've been playing them a long time. But, yeah, that was the first time we played them, and we played them 39 times, and we've beaten them 31. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty good number, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't think it was really a rivalry.
No, not at all.
If it's 50-50, right? If they beat us half the time, it might be a rivalry, but it's kind of lopsided.
Yeah, the media in the town put a lot of
Hype.
a lot of hype on that game.
Yeah.
It ain't-
Which is okay. We don't
Yeah.
care,
Right,
right? Because at the end of the day, the results speak for themselves.
right.
A lot of people came out, paid to see a good football game. A lot of folks had never seen the Big Reds this year.
Right.
Okay, so a lot of people came for that reason. And then into the stadium last week. Was you nervous? You had butterflies when you hit the field, or
No, I don't get nervous.
you don't
but,
get nervous?
No, I was live like for the time. Like when Tom walked in class live, we was
Okay.
in class. We
So
was
you-
just
it
live
was
the whole
on?
day. Yeah,
You was locked in.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, you played like it.
Thank
I tell you, you guys played like it was a scrimmage.
you.
Really, I was impressed. Grass, turf. What do you like? What's your preference?
Grass, turf hurt.
Turf. It does. Turf
Yeah.
hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, I like every time we play on turf. I can't miss a game without getting a turf burn or something.
Yeah. Yes, I guess the turf burn is like an equation of the equal to a grass stain,
Yeah,
right? And on grass, you get stained, but on the turf, you actually get burned.
which is on your skin.
Yeah, that's why you see some of those guys wear those
The turf tape.
protectors,
Yeah.
turf tape. Yeah. Okay. Well, we know we're going to have to play on it though, right? To get to Ford Field,
Yeah.
we got to get there. Got to play outside. What's your favorite class, Julius?
Weightlifting class.
Weightlifting.
Yeah.
Is that down pool?
Yes.
Okay, kind of figured that. Okay. You're a senior?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
Man, all these juniors, man. All right, which is a good thing. We like juniors. Yeah, we like juniors. So next year, all right, I would hope that you guys are all state, get offers to play football. But what are your goals after high school? What would you like to do, Julius?
I want to go to college. If I don't go to college, I'm gonna go to the military though.
It's a good call, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because military serves a number of good purposes.
Yeah.
And one is, it really, although you guys won't have a problem, you guys will go to military and excel because you understand discipline.
And we do military workouts in the summer.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So like I say, that won't be a problem for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing that it also does, it allows you, it affords you to go to college for free,
Right.
basically on the GI Bill, and also get to see the world. Okay. So those are two very good choices that you have. But I would really like to see you continue to play football
All right.
for 4 more years at somebody's university.
All right. I got
Okay.
You. I got you.
You got a favorite college team?
It's like I'm gonna go with Michigan State.
Michigan State? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Michigan State. All righty. Well, I'm partial. My favorite college team is Central Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Got Khalil,
Yeah.
Corey. So that's my favorite. My second one is Kalamazoo College. That's where Jared Pittman plays at.
Yeah.
So those my guys, man. What about pro? You got a good pro team you like?
It used to be the Ravens when I was young.
The Ravens. They
Yeah.
looking good this year, man. But you changed?
No, I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a
pro
favorite?
team,
There's
no.
nobody on Sunday you can't wait to watch.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the Lions?
Nah.
Okay, Julius. All right. Dream car. What is it? What's that car you just got to have?
A BMW i8.
Ooh, BMW IA. All right. What color?
Blue.
Blue? Midnight blue, light blue, dark blue?
Light blue.
Light blue.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful driving that around town. That light blue Beamer.
Yeah, light blue.
Favorite food? What do you like, Julius? What do you like to eat, man?
Tacos.
You're a taco, man. Taco Tuesday. Man, you guys must eat well on Tuesdays then.
Yeah.
Well, Taco Tuesday.
El Tapatio.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Comedian. Who's our team cut up?
Me and Tom together is like.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Tom together is like watching.
Cheek and Chong or
Like Martin Lawrence and Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Like we is some funny dudes together. Me and Tom hang out a lot together.
Great. That's good to hear, man.
That's like my god brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Because he, like we talked earlier there, you guys are going to move on in life, right?
Yeah.
But these relationships that you have now will last forever. All right. Time to say he may go to the military. They might send him to Japan. And
Right.
you know, if you decide to go, they might send you to South America. But these times that you guys have together are so important
Right.
that take advantage of it and stay tight. Remember that. Who's that person that keeps you motivated, that influences you to do the things you're doing, Julius?
One of my best friends, he passed right before 4 days before the season, 4 days before our first game.
Okay.
He passed, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. Coach's birthday, Shane Fairfield. You can get him anything you want. What would you get Coach, Julius?
I would give him one of my bully puppies, my dogs. I would give him
Bully
one of my
puppy.
dogs, yeah.
Really? That's a real dog?
Yeah, we got a lot of bullies. My girl dog just had 11 puppies. 9 of them made it.
Really?
She a bully, yeah.
Okay. So
The-
you would give Coach one?
Yeah, the mean-looking pit bulls with the fat heads.
Right.
Yeah,
That's one of them?
yeah, them
Would-
the kind I got.
Would you name him, or would you allow Coach to name him? Would you name him and give him to Coach?
I'll let Coach name them.
Oh, you let Coach you give him that honor?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to know what that name would be. One word, Julius. What is our coach? Coach Fairfield. Describe him. One word.
He's live.
He live?
Yeah.
He live. Okay. That's great. That's great. All right, Julius, it's been a good time. You got anything else you want to leave our audience with before we go off?
Just watch.
Keep watching these Big Reds.
Yeah, just watch.
Watch these Big Reds march. Okay, you heard it. Julius Sims, number 3, Julius. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane. Happy birthday to you.
Big Reds, 2 claps. You know. What?
We got to work on that, Dave.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I forgot to rehearse it.
I've never sweated and got so hot in my life.